So there are certain movies, I mean Yoruba movies that you would actually watch and be like, wow, the storyline really makes sense. I guess it's why people like this we don't really see them in movies because they are so unique. You understand? They bring good storylines and they act it out, genuinely. Now, compared to all these ones that we've been seeing, Biole, Kilo Day, why are they showing us films that they are just stealing up and down? Anyways, let's talk about this movie. The title is Ami or Ami. Ami, yeah. So let me just quickly or briefly explain what the movie is all about because here we are meant to be talking about the part two. Now, this movie is about this family, Ami and her husband, sweet, loving family after 21 years of marriage, like, oh, so dope and all. Then the children or the child is all grown. And then we have the sister in law, Elenu Suti. Auntie Mide can so insult. And I'm like, she was insulting this woman, and I'm like, why is she insulting her like this? Kilo day, what did she buy in Iba Kilo and buy what? Anyways, the whole marriage, the life was so sweet. Their child actually has a best friend who was named Dear Kola. So Dear Kola and their child, they were best friends. Dear Kola has been staying with them for like 12 years, and everybody is living together happily. They just got back from service, and the father, being a sweet father with connections and all, got them jobs. And then boom, Dear Kola got pregnant. Auntie Dear Kola just got back from Zamfara. How come now? Alas, they found out that she was impregnated by a guy. But you see, this guy, he's the most hormonal guy ever. He started shouting, condom no burst. I sabi my pull out game. I do this, I do that. No be me get belle, baba shall run. Now, the whole thing was still going on. And Ami, you shall know the name. The wife, she will every time she go dey withdraw 250M, they are that rich. Yeah, I know Yoruba movie and calling all this big big money wey no dey make sense. Minus that part sha. So she was sha withdrawing times. Oko enjoy it account. The husband was like, auntie, what are you using this money for? That was how the friend advised him that it seems somebody is actually duping your wife. So maybe you can hack her phone and then be able to trace her or trace whatever it is that she's doing with the money or more. The shock the man received in his life, ashe his daughter is not his daughter. DNA say the daughter is not his own. It belongs to somebody else. So the guy is actually blackmailing Ami so that the normal blackmailing, collecting money and so on like that. Mind you, in the beginning they show us where this man actually helped this guy when he fell off from the bike, took him to the hospital, paid his bill, even gave him 1 million naira. All those money are just calling sha. Give him 1 million naira so that he can sort his house rent and so on like that. Baba is still poor. Anyways, sha, the husband found out. He challenged his wife. The wife wanted to run away with the daughter, and then they settled this. The man was like, I love you. 21 years of marriage together. I cannot say she be going. Don't worry. Let's go and see the man together. They went to meet the man. Alas, oh, is you that have helped before? Then they were not like, don't worry. Just give me this girl. Let her stay with you for a while. Because they said if she must be with me, that is when I'll be able to make it. Okay, that was there were some things wrong with the storyline, but then at the end of the day, it was not that bad. So as I was saying, the girl stayed with the guy, and the parents went back home. She was crying every day. At a point, the wife here, Ami, she took poison, but they rushed her to the hospital, and the guy was like, I love you. Forget it. I know saying a mistake. You got pregnant before our wedding day. Don't worry. I go take her. And I'm like, hey, this is not looking like a Yoruba movie. Oh. Kole bastard child. Lie. But they say it's a Yoruba movie. So at the end of the day, this lady flight, came from America to advise her elder brother. You see, one thing is, ilé tó bá ń tòrò is because they have not gotten aláyọ̀nùsọ etí kẹta gbéborùn to come and scatter the whole thing for them. That's how she came. Uncle, but is script they wrote for you. They are playing you script. Come off it, auntie now. They are playing you. They will just kill you, inherit all the properties, and then yours will be done in life. Kinikon, kinikon. uncle go and look for somebody else to get married to. And in my mind, I was like, wow. So you actually came in from the abroad. I thought she wanted to come and give him solid advice, but that was the advice she gave him. So uncle was not like, yeah, I will think about it. And that was where they ended the movie. Now, if there is going to be part two, here are my expectations in part two for this particular movie. I believe that this Egbon go feel like say, let's say they use my head. And then he would necessita. You understand the way Yoruba say necessita? You love okay. He will go and be doing shuku 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 with one lady outside, then that one will get belly. And that's where the real problem is going to start. And I know that if there's going to be, like I said, if there's going to be part two, he's going to get another woman, then impregnate her, have a child, and then he will start, acting somehow. And then he will start acting somehow to his wife at home, and then there'll be so much trouble at the house because not like the wife intentionally gave him a mobile fortune. You understand? Another angle is this: what if the man's sperm is the one that have problem that cannot become baby? Because ever since this lady got pregnant, that's Amin, the wife, got pregnant and gave birth to the first child, Temisa, she never got pregnant again. What if it is the husband that have problem? They are not looking at it from that angle. Oh. Now, Baba will not go and impregnate somebody else outside. That one, he will think he impregnated her, but that will be giving him bastard shadow more alipe. Shebi is a fool. I will use him. You see that script that the Egmont now say they wrote for him is impossible. They will write that script for him, and I know that it is going to be very interesting. He's going to regret his decision. Mind you, I am not supporting the fact that this lady gave him another man's child. Of course, she didn't even know about it. She was raped and then she got pregnant, but she didn't tell the man that she was raped. She did not even suspect the fact that the pregnancy was as a result of the rape and not from her husband. So that is just what happened. That was what really happened. Guys, I've not mentioned it since morning. If you're new to this channel and you've watched it to this stage, kindly click on the subscribe button to be a part of this channel. Also hit on the bell button. And if you watch this movie on Apata TV, what do you think about it? What do you think is going to happen in part two? I personally wish they can actually give us part two. So maybe let's see what script they are going to give to us, and hopefully they don't disappoint us, because one thing I've always noticed about Yoruba movies, especially in part two, is they are the real definitions of the disappointment. So hopefully they will not disappoint us and give us something else entirely. And let's see what let in part two we would actually see what really happened or what transpired later on between Tuji and Diekola. Tuji brought his father later on that Emma Binu, and he's like father like son. The man say this movie is the way Vida and all that be yabbing people, throwing shades at them anyhow. Anyways, yeah, I enjoyed the movie. If I were to rate the movie, I would actually rate the movie 7/10 because it's actually a good one. It's not that bad, minus all the big money they were calling you. The movie is not that bad, so you can actually watch it. I am totally recommending it for you guys. So kindly hit on the subscribe button so that whenever the part two drops, hit on the bell button as well. I can come and tell you that, hey guys, part two has dropped too. It is as what we expected. It is not as what we expected. Now, as they go. So I see you some other times, guys. Bye.